Hi, I hope you're having a great day. In the previous video, we've discussed the 29th介護福祉士国家試験past questions and of course their corresponding answers under the categories 人間の尊厳と自立 and 人間関係と communication. In today's video, we will discuss the past exams and questions. Past exam questions and answers under the category 社会の理解. 社会の理解 is one of the many topics of the National Caregiver Certification exam that provides 10 or more questions. Moreover, it also has a wide range of topics, making 社会の理解 one of the most difficult and often confusing topics of the exam. This might be a very long video, so prepare your pen and paper, get ready to pause the video or take any screenshot. So, let's go! Welcome back to NikkoVenture. Mrs. C, 30 years of age, works as a full-time employee in a Kaigo Rojin Fukushi Shisetsu. Mrs. C is due to give birth next month and decided to take maternity leave for 6 weeks before and 8 weeks after giving birth. The question: select the appropriate medical insurance compensation for Mrs. C's decreased income during her maternity leave. Yes, you can apply for a maternity leave here in Japan and it's called Shussan-kyuka or Sankyu. And yes, during that maternity leave of yours, you will be properly compensated. Let's go ahead and find out what kind of compensation applies to Mrs. C's decreased income during her maternity leave. Choice number 1 reads as Shussan Ikuji Ichijikin, or the Childbirth and Childcare Lump Sum Grant. It's a financial grant given to those mothers who just gave birth to a living child. The purpose of Shussan Ikuji Ichijikin is to compensate for childbirth expenses. As such, Shussan Ikuji Ichijikin cannot be used to compensate for Mrs. C's decreased income during her maternity leave. Choice number 2 is the Kyugyo Hosho Kyufu. It's a kind of compensation benefit given to those workers who are unable to work due to work-related or commuting-related illnesses and injuries. Kyugyo Hosho Kyufu doesn't have anything to do with maternity leave. Choice number 3 is the Shobyo Teatekin. This is a kind of compensation benefit given to those workers who are unable to work due to non-work-related illnesses and injuries that require medical attention. And Shobyo Teatekin doesn't have anything to do with maternity leave, so this is also wrong. Choice number 4 is the Ikuji Kyugyo Kyufu, or child care leave, which is paid for employees who need to take care of their child and are unable to work and receive a full salary. And this is wrong because just like choices number 2 and 3, Ikuji Kyugyo Kyufu doesn't have anything to do with maternity leave. Choice number 5 is Shussan Teatekin, or maternity allowance. From the kanji alone, you can fairly guess that this is the correct answer since we're talking about Mrs. C's Shussan-kyuka, or maternity leave. Shussan Teatekin is given to those mothers who need to take time off work due to childbirth. In other words, Shussan Teatekin is your compensation benefit that you will receive in the duration of your maternity leave. In this next question, we are asked to select the appropriate statement about the social insurance system in Japan, or the Shakai Hoken Seido. Choice number 1 states that becoming a member of the Shakai Hoken Seido is an individual choice. It's up to you if you want to become a member or not. The Shakai Hoken Seido is the Japanese equivalent of the Philippine Social Security System, or SSS. If you meet certain conditions, you are required to register as a member. In other words, the Shakai Hoken Seido of Japan is compulsory. Choice number 2 claims that the Shakai Hoken Seido is operated only by insurance premiums. It does not use public funds. Aside from the insurance premiums, which are paid monthly by the insurance members, the Shakai Hoken Seido also uses public funds. So this is wrong. Choice number 4 claims that the benefits a member will receive from the Shakai Hoken Seido are only in the form of cash benefits. No! Aside from cash benefits, a member of the Shakai Hoken Seido of Japan can also receive benefits in kind, such as specialized services like medical, caregiving, and nursing care services, provision of nursing care equipment, and housing. Choice number 5 states that the amount of your monthly payment or monthly premium for the Shakai Hoken Seido will be based on your circumstance. In other words, this statement claims that if you're prone to injury or illness, your monthly insurance or your monthly payment to the Shakai Hoken Seido will be much higher compared to others. That is incorrect. Your monthly premium or monthly payment for the Shakai Hoken Seido or other types of insurances for that matter will be based on your monthly salary. Choice number 3 is the correct answer. Obviously, I skipped this choice for that very reason after all. The Shakai Hoken Seido includes the Iryo Hoken, Nenkin Hoken, Koyo Hoken, Rosai Hoken, and the Kaigo Hoken. In this question, we are asked to select the correct service included in the Homon Kaigo or Home Helper Service under the Kaigo Hoken Seido. Since we're talking about Kaigo or caregiving, let's go ahead and remove the choices that are unrelated to caregiving. Choices number 1, 2, and 4. Choice number 5 is wrong since Homon Kaigo Service only allows caregivers to visit an elderly's home during duty days. If you're not on duty on that day as a caregiver, do not, and I repeat, do not visit an elderly's house without permission. What if you got there and you discovered a dead body? Problema na sad. You're in a possible crime scene even though you don't have any business being there in the first place. Choice number 3 is the correct answer. As a visiting caregiver, your job includes offering consultations and providing pieces of advice about the elderly's daily life. In this question, we are asked to select the correct duty of a Hokensha or the insurer of the Kaigo Hoken Seido. Here in Japan, the Hokensha or the insurer of the Kaigo Hoken Seido are the cities, towns, and municipalities, or in Japanese, shichoson. I am living in Kobe-shi, so my Hokensha is Kobe-shi. To answer this question, we need to be familiar with this table. This table provides us with a clear division of duties and responsibilities between Shichoson and Todofuken. Save this photo, screenshot this because this table is very important. To those of you wondering what Todofuken means, Todofuken are simply the prefectures of Japan, which include Tokyo-to, Hokkaido, Osaka-fu, Kyoto-fu, and all remaining prefectures or ken of Japan. So, choice number 1 claims that the Hokensha is the one that designates the Kyotakusabi's Jigyosha. Looking at our table, we can see in the Todofuken column the word Jigyosha Shite, which we can also find in choice number 1. Next to Jigyosha Shite is the word Migi Igai, which tells us that Todofuken designates all Jigyosha except for the ones in the right column. In the right column or the Shichoson column, we cannot find the word Kyotakusabi's Jigyosha, which means designating the Kyotakusabi's Jigyosha is not the role of the Hokensha or the Shichoson, but is the duty and responsibility of the Todofuken. The correct answer is choice number 2, but let's just skip this choice for later. Choice number 3 claims that the Hokensha or Shichoson has to establish standards for nursing care. This is wrong. Why? Let's look at the table. As you can see here, the word Yo Kaigo Nintei no Kijun no Settei is nowhere to be seen. That only means one thing. Yo Kaigo Nintei no Kijun no Settei is the duty of the country itself, the kuni. If you can find the choice or duty or responsibility in this table, chances are that duty or responsibility you're looking for belongs to the country or the kuni. The Japanese government can be pictured roughly like this. The kuni or the country governs all Todofuken, which in turn governs all Hokensha or Shichoson. Choice number 4 can be found in the table under the Todofuken column, not in the Shichoson or the Hokensha column. Choice number 5, just like choice number 4, can be found in the Todofuken column. choice number 2, the correct answer, is read as affairs related to insurance benefits, which can be found in the Shichoson column or the Hokensha column. Skita na zuloy. In the next question, we are asked to choose the correct profession that can be found in a Shitei Kaigo Rojin Fukushi Shisetsu. Choice number 5 are those people dealing with renting and selling caregiving equipment such as wheelchair. Choices number 3 and 4 are those people belonging to the Homon Kaigo Jigyosho or the home visit caregiving establishments. Again, we're looking to the profession that can be found in the Shitei Kaigo Rojin Fukushi Shisetsu, and the professions listed under the choices 3, 4, and 5 cannot be found in the Shitei Kaigo Rojin Fukushi Shisetsu. So they are wrong. Choice number 2 is also wrong because it belongs to the Chiiki Hokatsu Shien Senta. That leaves us with the Kaigo Shien Senmun-in, also known as Kea Manager. Kea Manager or care managers are required to be assigned full-time in a Shitei Kaigo Rojin Fukushi Shisetsu. So, that's it for today's video. Those were the exam questions and their corresponding answers under the category Shakai no Likai. In the next video, we will discuss another set of questions under the same category. In the meantime, you can check the videos on your screen to know more about caregiving words used at work and more exam questions and their corresponding answers. If you've learned something from this video, please do leave a like, a comment, and of course, share this video with an interested friend. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It really means a lot to me, and it also motivates me to make more videos like this for you. Again, thank you so much for your time watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.